Please listen to the following disclaimer closely. I am not a doctor. However, I am a certified personal trainer. The views and expressions given in these videos are for your entertainment purposes only. I am not advising nor condoning use of any of the things that we discuss in any way, shape, or form. So please be entertained and enjoy the videos. Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So today we're going to talk about SARMS versus steroids, but whether or not SARMS are safer. So let's just get right into that. Let's just look at it on the surface, and we're not talking about which one's more effective, which one can give you more strength, with more size. What we're simply talking about today is which is safer. So let's look at steroids first. Now, steroids are highly suppressive. Somebody that's new that's watching this, when I say suppressive, it's suppressive to your natural testosterone. So it's suppressing your levels of testosterone, and steroids will do that at a high rate. SARMS, some SARMS are going to be, suppressive. Well, let's look at it like this on the surface. MK677, Cardarine, GW501516, and SR9009 are not technically SARMs. They are not suppressive in any way, shape, or form. So they're often grouped with SARMs, but let's look at it that they are not actually SARMs. Since they're grouped with them and ran with them and used with them, then we will talk about them in terms of side effects. They're not suppressive at all. Zero. Now, SARMs in general, the most mainstream ones, your MK2866, your RAD140, your S4, your LGD4033, these are all suppressive, but nowhere near to the level of steroids. Okay? I don't even discuss S23, YK11, because those really are more like steroids themselves. So that's not what I'm looking at here. But the suppression comparison, steroids are far more suppressive. But realize that SARMs do have some. All right? Some a lot more slight than others. LGD4033, for example, is going to be more suppressive than your MK2866, your S4, things like that. Also, let's look at toxicity. SARMs are not toxic, so they shouldn't be affecting your liver, your kidneys, your lipids, cholesterol, things like that, where steroids can really do a significant number on them, especially oral steroids. All right, they've been altered, they're heavily methylated, and so that's a concern that you have with steroids that you are not going to be having with SARMs. Estrogen conversion. SARMs do not convert to estrogen, okay? They also don't have the progesterone prolactin issues like you get with anandrolone. Not all steroids convert to estrogen, but many do. All right? And a lot of the more popular ones do. And being that testosterone is basically what most people use as their base on any cycle, what I always recommend, that converts to estrogen. All right? So you're always looking at these compounds, and there's many that do, or SARMs do not. So, the one argument for steroids is that they've been studied a lot longer, they've been around a lot longer. But we're kind of living in the hypothetical on what possibly could be with SARMs because we don't know, because we haven't seen that. There are studies dating back to the 90s with like your Ostra and your MK2866 and your MK677. So there's a lot more studies than people realize, but no, they have not been around as long as steroids. So in that regard, you could say, well, SARMs may be a little bit more risky because of the unknown. But really, everything's unknown. It depends on how you use it and abuse it, how your body responds to it. So, but in general, as you can see, SARMs are going to be safer than steroids. Okay? So, that being said, please make sure that you subscribe to the new channel. Okay? Everybody subscribe, click that bell button to get the notifications. We want to get the channel growing and back to where it once was. So, that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.